Something amazing just happened in Formula One. I wouldn't know because I'm new to the sport and I really don't understand anything that's going on, but I know that social media was blowing up after today's race. Do I want to get to know the sport more? Absolutely. And I think this is the great time for me to jump in. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if we should cover more Formula One. I'll do my best to learn the sport, but today's video is called How Nico Hulkenberg scored his first ever podium in the 2025 British Grand Prix. Link to the original video down in the description below. As always, if you like the conversations and discussions that we have here on my channel, consider subscribing. Without further ado, let's see this phenomenal race, or the highlight of it at least.
And how about this? A podium finisher in Formula One at long last.
Oh my God.
Saturday at Silverstone means high speed. One of the world's great racetracks is poised and ready for qualifying. It is Formula One back at its original venue. We are setting the grid for the British Grand Prix.
The Sauber's finding a little bit.
No, but because the wind has picked up a bit on this run now. A bit more gusty, felt like.
The Saubers are done. They're in the...
I always found it really cool how they have cameras and microphones and everything. So like you could actually follow the sport in a more intimate level. Whereas I feel like a lot of other sports have it, but it's not as like up close and personal, because when you're driving, you're in a car and it's like all these cameras, your microphone. It's like, I don't know, you just get a different perspective. And I think that's one of the reasons why I've always been interested in this sport. It's just that ability to be so close to them.
pits as well.
Liam Lawson, Gabriel Bortoleto, Lance Stroll, Nico Hulkenberg, and Franco Colapinto.
Like, look, you can see it in the background. My camera's kind of in the way, but you can see right here all these cameras and all the technicalities and all the math behind everything. Like, if you're someone who's into numbers, like, it's really cool that you could, like, there's always something for somebody to get into.
Who go out in Q1.
Yeah, short day, short quali, obviously. Yeah, tricky conditions with the wind. You know, wind picked up as the rain kind of approached, but same for everyone. But we seem to take maybe a bit more of a hit and just a bit more exposed out there. And, you know, quite frankly, we just didn't have the pace to make it through.
Drivers a little bit further back today, but the rain's come.
Yeah, I think the mixed conditions is what we're looking for today. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a bit of a challenging afternoon.
Nico Hulkenberg.
I would love to go to one of these, I'll be honest. I just like the competitiveness of it, and I know I say that, but like a lot of sports or just any type of competitive, I guess, yeah, sports, any sports, you're not guaranteed to have a competitive experience every time. And the example I use is like American basketball. You have teams who compete every night, but then you have teams that don't compete every night, but they compete some nights. But then you got teams that don't even really compete because they're not going to make it to the championship, so they don't even try. So if you're a paying customer, you're kind of like, why would I spend money? Why would I get overly invested? Because, you know, like, why would I do that if it's just not gonna, if I'm not gonna get a great show or a great experience? But seeing how many people are involved, how many sponsors, how expensive these cars are, is like, there's always high stakes to everything. So it's like, I think that's one of the things that have appealed to me for a very long time. But let me know in the comments what you think is the big draw for you. I know probably a lot of people are gonna say cars, but I don't know. I think competitiveness is something that should be appreciated more in sports today.
Made 10 places from the back row last week. He starts 19th. Wow, it is going to be some race out there. Silverstone only deals in spectacular. The British Grand Prix is moments away.
13 is very wet here still. It's too difficult. I don't think Slick's too aggressive.
Okay, understood. So Leclerc, Hadjar, and Gabby are coming in. 4 cars.
These are stirring moments at Silverstone. So green flag at the back. 2 3, 4, 5 red lights at Silverstone. And the British Grand Prix is go!
Oof. Nah, that's scary, yo. That is terrifying. It's because considering how fast these cars are and how low to the ground they are, look at all the water that kicks up as soon as they start picking up speed.
Is go!
Like, bro, what? I mean, I'm sure they got like visor. I don't know. Do they have the same thing as derby racers where they have like the sheets that they peel off? Is it derby or off-road? I forgot which type of. I think it is derby, but they just peel off the thing, or do they wipe? Like, what do they use? That's crazy. That's insane. Woo.
We will box this lap. Nico, box for medium.
No, are you sure? I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Stay out. Also, you can't keep temp at this speed.
And from strategy side, we would still like to box for slicks now.
Well, you told me that like I was at the pit entry. I don't know. My feeling is still, you know, sector 3 is very tricky. Feels early here. Doesn't look like any rain around here at the moment. But
Yeah, it's coming, Nico. It's on the radar for sure.
There's a chance here to score big points. It's very...
So what in my understanding is he's okay. So again, I don't know anything about the sport. I'm learning this in real time. So, but what I'm catching is they're talking about the conditions and how they should maneuver the strategy, right? Like what approach they should take. But the determining factor of this is how wet the track's going to be. And so they're trying to say the pit is saying, yo, it's going to be kind of tricky. Just, you know, play it safe. Is that what I'm understanding? And then the driver's like, well, it still feels good. Like I still feel like I can do it. Is that what I'm understanding? Let me know in the comments because I'm trying to interpret it, but I don't know what all the lingo means. I'm just trying to.
Unpredictable out there right now.
And rain is coming in 3 laps, Nico. Do your best.
But the rain is incoming at Silverstone, darker and darker outside of our commentary box window.
We have some rain reported in turn 7. We expect this to last 10 minutes.
didn't see Stroll at all coming. Or it would have been good. Tell me.
Oh, is he saying that he didn't even see that other car because a pit didn't tell him? Right there, is he saying that he didn't see him? Because yeah, it's. Is he telling? Did they not warn him? That's actually kind of dangerous. That's scary, bro. Actually,
they didn't see Stroll at all coming. Or it would have been good. Tell me what to do.
And stay out.
No, I can't. This ties up. Box. I'm coming to the box.
okay. I'm getting invested because there's some drama here. So he says, "What should I do here?" And he says, "Stay out." So he's not telling him to come in. Don't come in. Stay in the race. But he's like, "No, I'm coming in the box because these tires are shit." So this whole time they're disagreeing on everything. That's intense, dude. Like, how does that even work? Because the driver needs the pit and the pit needs the driver. Like, like that's crazy, bro.
Hulkenberg comes into the pits. He's not the only one. Kimi Antonelli is going to come in immediately as well. They're jumping to the intermediate time.
Okay, but he's not the only one. So he's not okay. So he's not the only one doing this thing. So at least if he was the only one, I could understand why it might seem weird. But he's not the only one. They just said it, so it makes sense. There's some reason to be there
because they know the rain is about to fall.
Yeah, you don't want to be out there when it's dumping. You want to try and anticipate to be just half a lap ahead of that rain because once these slicks get on a full wet track.
Man, those crews are crazy. It's crazy fast, dude. That's insane.
You are like driving on ice.
Here comes Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg's got DRS. Hulkenberg goes through to a podium position. What an extraordinary sight. It is race number 239 in his Formula One career, and you just watched Hulkenberg go to third. Hamilton will look for a clear pass very quickly to make it a straight.
So wait, are these cars driving slower because of the rain, and this dude's just peeling it? That's what it looks like. So they're playing safe, but this guy's over here like, nah, we're going balls to the wall, boys. We're going all in.
Great fight between those two.
It's not over yet, Alex.
It isn't, and it has been a Silverstone classic, and we knew as soon as the drops of rain appeared. But did you expect Hulkenberg, who started 19th, to make his way to third position?
Oh, but he's still right there.
He's looking for his first podium up against a 7-time champion of the world. The man from Emmerich in Germany is currently on for a first podium finish. But what a task ahead of him. Hamilton on the charge.
Oh, he's right on him.
To do. 1 second the gap now. The Sauber ahead of the Ferrari.
Hamilton couldn't get past Hulkenberg on the intermediate tyres, but Hamilton is about to put those out front on big pressure. He believes the time is right for slicks.
It still feels that it's a little bit early. He's gone with the softs, though, which gives him advantage. Russell had gone with those hards, and he'd paid the price.
The softs give him the best chance now.
Let me know how they get on with the outlap.
So, what sort of grip has he got? From the wet part of the circuit to the racing line, going deep, going off the road, trying to take another podium finish at Silverstone.
And box, Nico, box.
This is a massive moment for Sauber and the career of Nico Hulkenberg. Start 239 in Formula One.
Look how he lines that up. Right on the money. Oh, that's crazy.
No one has ever waited longer for a Formula One podium, but it didn't look the quickest stop at the moment they needed it. 4.6 seconds. He's back into the Grand Prix, but where does he come out on the track?
Ooh. Whoa, you saw that? No, that's scary right there. Hold on.
Seconds. He's back into the Grand Prix.
Hold on. You see that?
Does he come out?
Bro, nah, dude. He's too close. I don't know. You probably think that it's not a big deal, right? But as somebody who doesn't know anything about the sport and is just a person who drives every day, he's way too close to that to be doing a move like that to that concrete wall right there. Hell no, dude.
On the track, he's miles ahead of Lewis Hamilton.
Which I understand they got to do this thing to get traction, right? But that was just, hey, too close, man. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, but he's got to get out of the pit lane. You can see the car fishtailing as he's trying to get the power down.
Okay, so he's not doing the thing with the tires. He's actually just fishtailing. That's crazy. He's really trying to book it.
Mediums.
Yeah, and Hamilton, we know, went way, way wide in 3.
Hulkenberg made it through. He's made it through 3 and 4, but he is slow. He is struggling in the same way that we saw for Hamilton.
But he's still a long way ahead. There's 10 seconds between them. That'll come down a lot as Hulkenberg starts to get up to speed.
What an intense British Grand Prix we have witnessed. We are in for one of the biggest celebrations of a podium you've ever seen if Hulkenberg can stay there, but things can change fast when you are one lockup away, one wide moment away. Not easy to close this out, but it would be spectacular. And how about this? No one has ever waited as long to stand on a Formula One podium. Get rid of that stat and celebrate Nico Hulkenberg. 239 starts and a podium finisher in Formula One at long last. He did it.
Podium, P3, baby.
I don't think I can comprehend what we just done. Oh my god.
Incredible.
Like this is the thing I like about this so far is the cameras, man. Like having the voice, having the face. Like obviously we can't see the eyes, but like just capturing these moments, right? To me, that's what makes the sport really good is experiencing the human element of it.
Well, man, enjoy it. You did an absolutely fantastic job. I can't believe it.
Nico, it's Gabi. Man, you don't know how happy I'm for you. You are a legend. Honestly, absolutely insane what you did today.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Appreciate that from you.
I wait you in the podium.
So we've got Norris, Piastri, and Hulkenberg. He gets his first podium. So well done.
No way.
Yeah, so well done to him.
That's nice. Congrats to Nico Hulkenberg.
What? And they're even talking to the other racers about it? That's even crazier, bro. What? I didn't know they did that. So they obviously they're celebrating each other, but they're competitive. But like, I didn't know they'd be doing all that. That's actually kind of wild.
I'm coming, so I'm prepared.
Is Nico third?
He was, yeah, it's a bit of a topsy-turvy order.
Well, congrats to Nico, what a legend. That's his first podium, isn't it?
Yeah, could be.
No, is it?
I believe so, yeah.
He's had success, the Le Mans 24 hours, but he must have thought this day would never come. 239 races.
Jesus Christ, 239 races. I don't know if I could do this sport, man. I would have given up at 238. Dude, I don't know, man. That's a lot. I mean, they're making crazy money, so you know what I mean? Like, obviously, but that's a lot of races, bro. That takes a lot of morale to keep going, to try to win one. Jesus. Now, obviously, I don't know how many races they do in a year. That's probably you could probably say that's in the low end, so it shouldn't be dramatic. But it's like compared to any other sport, it's like playing 239 basketball games and you finally win one. Like, I don't know, man. That's jeez. Congrats to this guy.
And a podium finish from 19th on the grid to 3rd position. The wait is over.
It was just...
Yo, what? Why is the 3rd place trophy that, like, bougie? What? It's like the only sport that... Wait, what? Why does 3rd place get a nice ass trophy? I guess it's hard to, it's only the top 3 that get celebrated, so I guess that's why. Like, it's just funny because like every other sport, you only get something if you're in the 1st place, but dang, 3rd place that's a nice trophy. Kind of bougie. But I don't know why I was taken away. I was just like, 3rd place? Get something that nice? Imagine what 1st and 2nd get. Jesus.
The wait is over.
It was just a question of time.
I mean, how do you feel? Can you sum that one up for us? An amazing result for yourself and the team.
Obviously, feel happy, feel relieved. Also feel pretty, empty right now because, very, emotional roller coaster this weekend. Being virtually last here yesterday and a pretty bad day too.
And for those saying empty, what he really means, it's like he has all that weight on his shoulders and then he finally wins one. It's like he decompresses. So it's like the empty, like the release, you know what I mean? So it's not, at least that's what I think.
One of the best days of my career. It's obviously a lot to take in, and that race, was intense with all the change of conditions. It was sketchy, a high-speed track with changeable conditions is never easy, and yeah, it's just a thriller because always you feel like with one, foot you're kind of losing the car and in the danger zone. So it was very intense, and whilst I'm obviously happy and relieved, I'm also a bit tired and look forward to be home, to be honest.
Dude, wow. That's insane. Now, is every track like this crazy, or? That's the question. Is every race like this intense? Because I think, is this the best race to, like, my first race to get into it? Because, I don't know. Am I expected to get every... I don't know. Maybe I'm overhyping myself, but let me know what you think in the comments. about all this. Love you guys. Check out the next one. Bye-bye. This video is brought to you actually by viewers like you. Thank you so much for subscribing and being part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. Let's create new memories this 2025 on our road to 1 million subscribers. And with all that jazz out of the way, I just want to say thank you so much. I love y'all and enjoy the video.